Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO Local News. The driver of a stolen vehicle that burst into flames after splitting in two following a chase and a crash in Fulton County is wanted by Mountain Home Police. Mountain Home Police say the vehicle that 20-year-old Larry Tate was driving was stolen from the Mountain Home area business. The pursuit began after a Fulton County deputy observed Tate driving erratically in Biola and crossing the center line of the highway. An unsuccessful attempt to conduct a traffic stop led to the pursuit, reaching speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour. When topping a hill, the deputy observed flying debris after Tate's vehicle hit a concrete culvert at a gate going into a pasture area. The car was severed at the windshield with the front portion of the car on the north side of the highway and the rest of the car on the south side, eventually bursting into flames. Tate was taken by air ambulance to Cox South in Springfield, Missouri. Baxter County Sheriff's Office is notifying the public of a level 3 sex offender who is a high risk to reoffend that has moved out of Mountain Home's city limits and registered with the Sheriff's Office there. Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery says 42-year-old Michael Miller has moved to 34 Peachtree Lane in Mountain Home. Miller was convicted of assault with the intent to commit sexual abuse and domestic abuse assault with a minor in March of 2006. These offenses involved a then 14-year-old female reporting the offender engaged in sexual contact with her at knife point, as well as an adult female reporting the offender forced her to engage in sexual contact. Boone County Assessor Karen Hardesty gave the Boone County Quorum Court some good news Tuesday night regarding collection of fees in connection with the neighbor's landfill, if there is any good news in that matter. The news is that the $18 annual fee on property taxes is to pay back bondholders for the landfill purchase and for permanently closing that landfill, and it won't be assessed on personal property or on each individual unit of an apartment complex. But the fee will still be collected beginning in 2018 on 2017 real property taxes, barring any legal challenge in the court-ordered fee. Justice of the Peace Jim Harp asked Hardesty why property owners would bear the full brunt of the expense and those who only rent will be exempt. She suggested putting the fee on personal property as well would be more fair. Hardesty said people sometimes don't assess their personal property and they come and go, and that trying to keep up with the fees on personal property would be a nightmare for assessors and collectors. The court ordered states that the fee will be collected until all claims surrounding the landfill are satisfied. Governor Asa Hutchinson and Department of Arkansas Heritage Director Stacey Hurst will reveal the preservation and rehabilitation plans for the Jacob Wolf House site and Territorial Courthouse on Tuesday afternoon. The Jacob Wolf House site and Territorial Courthouse is the state's newest historic site. After years of efforts to secure a new owner and a dedicated funding stream, the site was acquired by the Arkansas Department of Heritage last fall. Marlon Amoudy, who is the historic site manager at the North Fork Landmark, says an exhaustive study by the National Park Service in 2013 resulted in the Wolf House having a significant distinction. The Jacob Wolf House was constructed back in 1829 and served as Izard County's first territorial courthouse until 1835. Moudy said a grant from the Arkansas Natural and Cultural Resources Council will support the new site improvements. The public is invited to a soft opening and reception at 2 p.m. to preview the plans. The Arkansas Department of Health, in partnership with the Green Forest School District, will be offering flu vaccines to Green Forest school students and teachers on next Friday, October the 20th. While the flu vaccine is not required for students to attend school, it is highly recommended. The flu vaccine helps reduce sick days for both students and parents and reduces the spread of the flu virus. Students will be bringing home a consent form with the date that the vaccine will be given and a fact sheet about the flu vaccine. If the parents want their child to get the vaccine, they must sign and return the form with the student. Students will not be able to get the vaccine without signed parental permission. Both the flu mist nasal spray and the flu shot will be available to students at the school's clinics this year. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
For October, Quality Feed Grains is offering a 200-pound tub of Roughage Buster supplement for only $96. While you're there, check out the Boggs Boot Blowout. All Boggs 15% off while supplies last. Men's, women's, and children's sizes are available. They'll also have straw for $5 a bale, perfect for fall decorating and pet beds. Quality Feed Grains serving you with two locations, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Toyota trucks like the Tundra and Tacoma can take you pretty much anywhere. They can take you here, that place, way over there, even through this. But on game day, they take you to the most important place there is, the tailgate party.
Right now, qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2017 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Police say a suspect has been arrested in the fatal shooting of a man in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Police say 26-year-old Jonathan Johnson was arrested on a first-degree murder warrant on Tuesday night after the shooting of 28-year-old Dwayne Turner of Blytheville. Police say officers investigating reports the gunfire found Turner lying dead in the city street just east of downtown Jonesboro. Attorneys for both the state of Arkansas and two panhandlers who are challenging an anti-begging law have asked to put the case on hold while the state appeals an order halting the measure's enforcement. The attorneys have filed a joint motion asking U.S. District Judge Bill Roy Wilson to stay proceedings in his court over the law, which expands the definition of loitering to include anyone asking for charity or a gift in a harassing or threatening manner that's likely to cause alarm in others or create a traffic hazard. Wilson last month issued a preliminary injunction halting the law's enforcement. The state says it's appealing Wilson's order to the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The American Civil Liberties Union sued the state over the measure on behalf of the two panhandlers. 3 county officials in Arkansas have filed appeals after a federal judge refused to dismiss them from a lawsuit that alleges that they improperly released information about an investigation of Josh Duggar abusing 4 of his sisters. The lawsuit names Springdale Police Chief Kathy O'Kelly, Springdale City Attorney Ernest Cate, and Major Rick Hoyt of the Washington County Sheriff's Office, and alleges they released the reacted police investigation documents to a celebrity magazine. U.S. District Judge Tim Brooks dismissed the request, saying the sisters had a reasonable expectation the information wouldn't be released to the public. The officials are asking for the case to be put on hold until the appeals court rules on it. The Duggar family was on the TLC reality show 19 Kids and Counting. Jonesboro police say a man bashed his stepson's head with a lamp over a batch of burned bacon. Police say they arrested Terry Perriman on suspicion of second-degree domestic battering. Investigators report that the victim's mother said Perriman attacked her 19-year-old son, who she said is autistic, because the younger man burned bacon that he was cooking for all of them. She said Perriman began hitting her son with a lamp, cutting open his head. Perriman had blood on his hands, legs, and other parts of his body when officers arrived. An ambulance crew took the victim to an area hospital for treatment of his injuries. Perriman remains in the Craighead County Detention Center with no bond until a probable cause hearing can be held. Photographs commissioned by the Nelson Mandela Foundation, along with a recreation of the former South African president's prison cell, highlights a temporary exhibit at former President Bill Clinton's library in Little Rock. The exhibit also includes memorabilia from Clinton's travels to Africa. Clinton opened the exhibit while visiting Little Rock last month to mark the 60th anniversary of the desegregation of the city's Central High School. He said Mandela, the journey would make people more hopeful, and Matthew Williman, who's photographed Mandela in his final years, and his work is central to the collection presented by the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we move into the weekend, here's the way the stock market ended the week. Temperatures warming up for a few more days before another cold front slips through on the latter part of the weekend and maybe gives us a little bit of rainfall, but not a whole lot of chances there, unfortunately. It was a nice day out there today. Temperatures this afternoon got up to 85 degrees under mostly sunny skies. As we take a look at the weekend and into the first part of next week, tomorrow's going to be even a little warmer than today. Expected to be up to about 87 degrees in the afternoon on Saturday with lots of sunshine. Then on Sunday, showers and thunderstorms in the morning hours, at least some light rain. Much cooler, 64 degrees for an afternoon high and 70% chance we might see some moisture. Kicking off the work week on Monday, again sunny skies and cool 67 degrees. Starting a slight warm-up on Tuesday with sunny skies and 72 degrees. And Wednesday, lots of sunshine and up to 75 degrees. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
A hint of autumn is in the air, and the staff at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop invite you to stop in and browse their selection of new fall and holiday gift ideas. Check out their expanded line of baby and toddler clothes, sleepwear, toy items, and accessories. For you Razorback fans, Sisters has a good selection of mugs, trays, banners, and carry bags. From fall and holiday floral arrangements, unique centerpieces, colorful wall decor, or exquisite serving pieces, and accessories. Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Find nearest bakery.
Showing nearby bakeries.
Find party supply store near here.
The 2018 Corolla, loaded with the latest tech and Toyota Safety Sense standard.
I got it all.
Where's my mom?
She wasn't on the list.
Right now, get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a stylish new 2017 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Well, the Harrison Golden Goblins are taking to the field tonight at FS Garrison Stadium in the number 4 spot in the 5A West for their homecoming game and their festivities. The Goblins will spend this Friday the 13th going head-to-head with Greenbrier and hoping that a win tonight can help them break their tie with Maumelle for that number 1 spot. If they do pick up the win, it could secure the Goblins' playoff berth with only 4 conference games left to play this season. The Ohio State-Nebraska game matches 2 of the 5 programs with the most major college football wins in history. The teams are very different places entering Saturday night's game in Lincoln, Nebraska. The 9th-ranked Buckeyes beat Nebraska by 59 points last year in Columbus and have dominated 4 straight opponents since their loss at home to Oklahoma. Observers are noting that Gary Patterson has a different kind of defense, and he has worked since TCU got into the big play and fast-paced Big 12 conference. The Horned Frogs haven't led the nation in total offense like they did before getting into the conference in the 2012 season, but they have consistently been among the league's best defenses. Kansas State coach Bill Snyder, whose team faces the Horned Frogs on Saturday, says Patterson gets the best out of his defensive players. Kansas State is expected to start Alex Delton at the quarterback position. The Wildcats sophomore took over for the injured Jess Eretz last week at Texas. And the unbeaten Chiefs are looking to get even with the Steelers as they roll into town on Sunday afternoon. It was Pittsburgh that knocked off the AFC West champs out of the playoffs last year in their own house, no less. That was a big, big upset. But observers are noting that the Chiefs and the Steelers are different teams now, with Kansas City flying high and Pittsburgh trying to bounce back from a humiliating loss at Jacksonville. Roberto Longo moved into a tie for 4th in the National Hockey League career victory list with a .454, making 37 saves to help the Florida Panthers beat the St. Louis Blues 5-2. The 38-year-old Longo is tied with Curtis Joseph on the all-time career list. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area. We hope you have a wonderful and a safe weekend. Enjoy this nice weather. We'll see you again on Monday at this